Okay, here we go. First, welcome to VolunteerMark's demonstration webinar. Thanks for joining. It should take about 20 minutes. I'm just going to give you kind of a feel for the software, what it can entail, and then if you have any follow-up questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We're here to help. So this first screen you see is the website. I'm sure you are familiar with it. I kind of just want to start here because it just kind of for anybody coming looking for a organic volunteer opportunity, this kind of we're the center of it. So come here, and there's a couple different ways in which you can actually search for an opportunity. Say you want to look, you're in the organization you want to find on the software. You can just go ahead and click through and find it. Click on, we'll use Mother's Refuge as an example right here. And so you can click on the organization, the information pops up. You can see the basic, all the information as far as the address, phone number, what they do, kind of a brief example. You come down here and you can see all the different opportunities they have, the programs in which these opportunities exist in case you want to work in a specific area. You find something you like, you click on it. Again, full information, descriptive type of shift it is, where it's at, location, preferred skills or needed skills that this entails. You can even look at the program information that goes with it. It's really fully in-depth information upon which the volunteer will be able to see what's expected of them. You then come up here to view calendar to apply, look at the dates, and you can actually individually sign up. So it's as easy as that. When you click on the sign up, it brings you up to log in with your current VolunteerMark account, volunteer account. All volunteer accounts are free, and so you can log in that way, Facebook or Google. And as soon as you log in, it automatically signs you up. When that happens, the volunteers send emails saying they applied, pending approval. The volunteer manager for that nonprofit is sent an email notification letting them know that someone signed up for a shift. They can then approve or deny that, and whichever way they go, if they approve it, an email is automatically sent to the volunteer notifying them that they're approved and they're ready to see them on that given day. If you deny somebody for any reason, usually it's because you already have enough volunteers for that particular shift. We ask, it'll prompt you to send a note. So it's all automated, very easy for you to use as the volunteer manager. It takes 5-10 minutes to set up a shift, if that, and then it's as easy as just letting the software do the work for you. I just want to show this right here. Another way volunteers can find is kind of we released this about a month ago, and you can actually find individual. You find volunteer opportunities for location, your cause, your interest, skills. Let's see, let's type in cooking, and then it'll actually show you opportunities that involve cooking right down here. And so click on it again, and I can sign up, easy peasy. So that's what it looks like on the outside. You can send these links right here to any prospective volunteers. You can put them on your website. You can put them on your social media. It's all here. People can view from their phones. Our software is completely phone friendly, so it's and tablet friendly as well. It's all part of the iCloud application, so it makes it very easy and efficient to volunteer, to sign up. That's what the outside looks like to the outside world. I'm not going to take you behind the curtain, so to speak. And this is what the dashboard for a volunteer manager or for a nonprofit would look like. You sign in, and it kind of shows, and just real basic, total number of volunteers, opportunities available currently, and then the shifts within those opportunities. And then this is a lot of we have a lot of shifts going on down here. but it shows just all the opportunities within your calendar view. If they're events or fixed schedule, if they're just flexible schedule positions, they show up right down here. The reason why I bring that up, because we break down shifts into 3 different types of positions, our opportunities. You have flexible, which is someone signs up to do something, but you just don't know what time that's going to happen yet, and it's it's very it could be any kind of like mail stuffers or doing some kind of internet work or anything that doesn't has a set time yet is a flexible schedule position. Fixed is going to happen at a certain time. So every Monday at 5, I'm going to go in at this location and volunteer. So it's a fixed position. The one time is your fundraisers, your big events, your galas, benefits, stuff like that. Just kind of give you the example of what it looks like. When you click on it, it gives you a full breadth of information to put in. Position name, number of volunteers, no limits at all. Your position description, fully formatted. You can make it private or live. We do a lot of skill-based matching. Like it's that way, some people search for a certain skill or maybe a keyword that they want to work with or deal with. They can. So we ask that you kind of pinpoint that. Programs and departments are ways we help you kind of administrate all your volunteer opportunities, and I'll get into more in detail on those in a second. You can set the number of times for a month. These are all you can make it optional for court mandated high school students, and you can even add consent agreements. So you can link your orientation videos or documents, or link your waiver forms that need to be signed. You can say must be 21 years of age, and it will actually save, and they'll actually have to consent to that before they can sign up. So just a great way to save, automate this entire most of this process, so it saves you much more time in the long run. I did want to show you with the a fixed schedule. The only difference is you set the actual schedule, and so you can come here, click daily, weekly, monthly, how many months you want, what day of the month you'd like it to be. You can pick the day, or if it's a day of a week instead. You have full control over when it's made, when you want the, how long, what date it starts on, when it ends, what time it begins. It is all at your fingertips. So it's kind of once you get the system down, and it's fairly easy to use, as you can tell. It's just a lot of kind of tools at your hands, and we have user manuals. We have a support center to help you learn all that, and we actually we'll give you tutorials and sit downs and teach you everything. So it's all at your hands to make this much easier for you than having to use Excel or handwritten notes, sheets, or even just Google calendars. When an event is made, we'll come down to the 29th here. You simply just click on it, and it'll pop up down here. Let's do delivery and mails right here. Then you 3 volunteers, no one signed up yet. That's okay. Let's say you can still edit, you can view it to the outside world, delete it. Let's say we want to invite some people. So no one signed up for our senior meals yet. Let's go ahead here and invite, and we can look at our volunteers on our network and see if we wish to. Let's see if Brett wants to deliver meals for us. So simply just send him a request, and he'll receive an email from us asking if he'd like to help, and he can apply as quick as following the link and saying yes. It is that easy. Let's say someone calls in, and maybe they don't use technology. Maybe they decide that they just want to call in or walk in, and they just they want to let you know I want to help. So again, you can come in here, and let's say it was Brett again. I can simply click on Brett. Brett was in today. He told me he wanted to volunteer for this, so I just click his name and assign him. And as as easy, and he'll show up right there. Or I can come in here and I can actually, oh, that's why I already invited Brett. Let's try John. So there he is. Sorry about that. So now he'll actually show up right here. I can see John Smith. So I invited Brett. I assigned John. I can even assign a new volunteer. So someone who doesn't want to use the technology, doesn't have a computer, doesn't have a phone. You can actually come here, type in their name, their contact information, and assign them yourself. It's a really good way to account for those that either can't use technology or don't want to. Maybe some uh, older volunteers you might have, or those who just don't have it at their fingertips. Once I do have people signed up, I can track their hours. So I can come in here and manually track their hours. He's given John Smith did 2 hours of work for me today, so I'll save that. Or I can also come in here and I can email him, I can text him. Unlimited emails. Text message is 500 free per month. And then after that, it's $5 for 500 for another 500 block. So text messages are great for events, fundraisers, your one-time things. For your fixed and schedule volunteers, they usually know they're coming. They're usually your more reliable ones. So an email suffices. And then lastly, you come in here and you can print off your volunteer list. If you want a hard copy of who's coming, who's not, we're fleshing this out. So when they actually sign, you can have them come in and actually sign in when they come in to volunteer, like a kiosk computer. And then this will automate all your reporting hours. So you won't have to log hours or track them. And that's coming in July. So it's going to be, until then, you can print off. And even then, maybe you still want a piece of paper or something to show who's coming, their names, emails, phone numbers, all right there. So that's cool little feature. Oh, sorry about that. Exit out on accident. That's a cool little feature that just kind of shows you who signed up for what and helps you keep track. So we'll sign back in here. You can, one of new features this week that we just released is you can sync all your volunteers opportunities with your Google Calendar in case you want to, match that up with ongoing or your other events around your nonprofit or organization. You can also come down here and make programs and departments. And what programs are is it's the outside world, just ways that you can break down your volunteer opportunities. So let's come back to Mother's Refuge real quick, and you can see. Oh, click on that again. You can see there are different programs, and it's just another way for them to organize, or for you to organize your volunteer opportunities. It's easy for the volunteers to see. So in case they know they want to do direct childcare, or they want to help construction, or they just want to show off, it's just an easy way. For departments, that's internal use, in which you simply, nobody in the outside world sees it, and you can just make categories for people to, so you can track how many hours you're giving towards each department. That is pretty much a scheduling feature with notifications, like we spoke about earlier. When someone signs up, you'll get a notification email saying that someone has applied for a position. You can either approve or deny. If you want to look at their profile real quick, you simply just click on their name, and it will give you their complete profile. We push our volunteers to complete their profiles as they go. If they want to sign up quick, they don't have much time, they can. But then as they continue to come back in and sign up, they're prompted to fill out their profile one question at a time. So it's just another way for them to become, a full depth profile for you, the nonprofit, to have more information on them. You come here and make notes on individual people, reliable volunteer, or perhaps not reliable, and only you see those notes. Uh, you can track their signups, see what they have signed up before, their skills. You can see what their causes, what they're interested in. You can see what their availability is, and then you can actually make a checklist. So you can check off for each individual volunteer if they've completed their phone interview, if they've done a background check, perhaps fill out their waivers. You can customize the volunteer checklist and save it as you go for each one. When you deny them, it simply sends you a prompt just to tell them why. I like to then push them towards doing another volunteer opportunity you might have. So kind of way to handle that. You also can track hours here. You have the full power to track hours. If a volunteer tracks their own hours, we have a lot of NHS students and college students who need to know how many volunteers they have for class or for their resume. They will apply the hours, and you will approve or deny those. Again, we're working on the kiosk, the live tracking hours. It will come out in July, and that will automate most of the process of tracking hours. Volunteers. Here's your full list of volunteers. We have no limits on volunteer numbers. If you ever have any groups that you want to get in there. Individuals can also sign up as groups for volunteer opportunities as well. They simply have to provide the name and contact information for each person in their group when they signed up, and it's just prompted. So that way you can track groups as well. So back to Brett, see, I see his full profile. The great thing also about the volunteer list is you can make tags for individuals. So I can search, instead of looking for all my gardening volunteers, I can just type in gardening, and it will show up all my gardening volunteers down here. If I want to add a tag, let's see, Brett is going to be my demo tag. Come here to demo, press save, and there he is right there. So then all I got to simply do is type. Let me refresh the page. So all I have to do is come in here and type demo, and Brett shows up. So it's very easy. Tags are just another way for you to organize your volunteers. It's just another tool, very helpful tool, because you'll see if you come to communications here, here's how you can make group emails. And let's say I want to talk to all my gardeners, but I can't remember all their names, or I don't want to go look them all up. I simply just type in gardening, and it brings all their emails up. It's a very easy way to track and keep record, keep intact of your volunteers and to organize them. Again, your emails can be fully formatted, so you can link to any kind of promotion or any kind of documents you want to attach. Text message right here too. Simple as that. Again, same thing as last time. I want to send this to a certain group, so maybe a youth group I have tagged, or high school students I have tagged. I just type in, we'll use gardening again as their example, and all of their numbers pop up. So very easy, very quick, and then simply text it. We do say, if you're gonna use, when you text your volunteers, try to keep it brief and short. We know some phones don't always like those long texts. So the reporting aspect of this is you come here and you can see they actually will break down your volunteer opportunities by percentages in each department program, and then volunteers signed up per month. You can actually go from a date if you want to know a particular date in which, and show that percentage over time, date of time, or you come here to the volunteer tab and you can export existing volunteer data, and that comes down to you as a CSV file. You also, when you sign up, you can import all your volunteers into the system. we'll help you. We give you the template. We'll even help you upload it. If you have a lot of volunteers, whether it's handwritten or on a different document or software program, we will help you with the transition and help you learn the process, learn the software. And so it's a very easy, we try to make the transition as easy as possible for you. And then finally, your organizational info. You have full information on the causes, location, organizational name. You have your user account. You can have additional users as well. So if you have more than one volunteer manager, so you have more people you want to have access to this, you can. We have a donate button on the page so people can actually donate. You have a clear invoice to see, fully transparent. And then volunteer checklist. So if you want to add, if you want to take off one, and you want to add waiver forms, that'll show up there. Come over here. We'll click on Brett. Go to his checklist, and there's waiver forms. So it's highly interactive, easy to use. You simply just it's your choice of if you want to spend the 10 minutes and keep. It's just like using your mail every day to stay on top of things. It's very easy to use, and we kind of pride ourselves on that. I believe that is everything. I know that's a lot of information to cover. If you have any questions, I'll hang out for the next 10 minutes. You can either chat away or you can ask to be unmuted, and we can talk individually. If you want to see anything again, or if you want me to go back, I'd be more than happy to. So just let me know, and we can fully investigate even as much as you'd like. So thank you so much for your time so far, and please don't hesitate to get in contact with me, Brent at VolunteerMark.com. That's Brent at VolunteerMark.com. And thank you again. Have a great day.